Yes, yes. Thank you, Shruti, for the response. Thank you, Meenal, for the response. What about the other division? What about the other division? In the other division, am I audible? Dhruvi, Greena, Jay, Karthik, Manjay, Simran.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Fine. So, I hope in the last lecture we were discussing about all the basics of the sequence diagram. Okay, all the basics of the sequence diagram. We have discussed about plenty things because in sequence diagram generally there are plenty number of things that you need to remember because it clearly explains you that what will be happening in a particular case, what will be happening inside a particular case. Okay, so inside a particular case, if we want to explore okay, what sort of things are going on, okay, we need to dig the things. We need to dig the things, right? So we will do a small rescan of whatever we have done in the last session, and then we'll go ahead. We'll take multiple examples. If time permits, we will also check into the details of any particular how that particular sequence diagram can be drawn with the help of different tools. Okay, or the tool that you are going to use, the tool that you are going to use in the semester 5, the same tool. Okay, so let me just open the contents. Okay, so a quick scan, I will share the screen. Let me know wherever you are facing any problem. Okay, so both the screens are in the screen sharing mode. Done. Okay, so we started with the sequence diagram. Okay, a brief discussion of the sequence diagram. What do you mean by a sequence diagram? Whenever you want to represent the use case, internals of the use case, at that time you will truly work with the sequence diagram. Okay, so what are the elements of the sequence diagram that are required to be taken into consideration? First of all, because it is object-oriented programming, everything is purely based on the objects. Okay, so lifeline will be what? Lifeline is a term, it is used in parallel or in terms of whenever you are creating an object. Creation of an object is same as the lifeline of the object. Okay, so which is represented by a vertical dotted line. The moment you're creating an object, lifeline has to be created. Okay, now apart from that, it is not always necessary that whenever a lifeline is created, it is activated. Whenever an object is created, it is being used. Okay, so whenever you are using that particular element, at that time you need to activate that element. And for activation, we need to use those बोलिए तो what actor deals with. What is the next control? Actor deals with what? If I check this particular diagram here, customer is an actor, right? Actor deals with what? इसे क्या बोलते हैं? What does this means? Boundary. Yes. So this is the boundary, and boundary is connected with the boundary
Control.
controller. Yes, boundary is connected with the boundary controller. Means code behind the project. This is the UI, user interface. This is the code behind the project. And lastly, you have the data store, the table. Okay, this is the way how flow will be made. Okay, but one thing you need to make it sure, whenever we are talking about messages, Okay, because we are focusing on object-oriented programming, so messages will be passed in terms of functions. Okay, because whatever, or I would say methods rather than functions, I would say methods. Because if we are talking about object-oriented programming, we are stating a class, then that particular class will have methods rather than functions. Okay, so messages can be passed in two ways. One is synchronous way, another is asynchronous way. In asynchronous way, we don't get the acknowledgement, and in synchronous, we get the acknowledgement. Okay, that was the difference. But yes, you need to make it sure whenever you are giving a request in terms of synchronous messages or synchronous methods, it will be a filled arrow and return will be a dotted line. You can go ahead with an open-headed dotted line. That is fine. Okay. And in asynchronous message, we don't get the response. Right. So activation means basically how much amount of time you are giving to the object in order to complete that particular activity or a task. Okay, that is basically activation. So maybe possible that the actor is activated before a class is assigned to it, or a particular another class is assigned to it. Possible. So the main primary actor's activation it may be possible that the primary actor's activation will be large in comparison with the other elements. Okay, then we have talked about guards. What do you mean by guard? Boliye, what do you mean by guard? Guard का मतलब क्या है?
Guard conditions.
Guard conditions, yes. Guard purely means guard conditions, or I would say the statements which are necessary to specify that what exactly will happen if, I would say, if this thing exists. So guard basically it's a condition. Okay, greater than, less than, whatever it is. Okay, then another important thing what I discussed about guard is that you need to always specify it in square brackets. Must. Need to always specify the guard conditions in square brackets. That is must. Okay. Then combined fragments. कितनों को combined fragments याद है? I think we have ended the topic with discussion of the combined fragments. How many combined fragments are available?
3.
Three. Which are they?
Alternative, options, and loops.
Yes. Alternative, optional, and loop. Alt, opt, and loop. Okay. So try to understand when to take alt. Can anyone tell me when to take alt? Alt कब लेना है?
Only for each
If-
condition.
Yes. When we have multiple conditions, if I have something to do, depending upon this condition, it will be done. Else, if that is not done, what is required to be done? So if, then else. Okay. And opt means
Only if.
only if. But try to understand, Raj, if and then. Not only if and then, that is necessary. Else nahi hai, else is not there. And loop whenever we are doing some repetitive tasks. Okay, whenever we are doing some repetitive tasks. For that we will be using loop. Now we have taken some examples of alt. In alt, what we have done is that we have taken the scenario of registration form, filling the registration form. The customer fills the form, that is basically a method. Data will be given by the customer. Or if there are multiple people who are doing the same functionality, try to understand. If there are multiple actors who are giving you the same, using the same functionality, you can use slash. Okay, or you can, many of the times, you can use a word known as user, possible. So basically, customer or a bank staff fills the form. There is a boundary, there is a GUI which receive the details. So receive the details is basically a method. Now this is the with checking. I have given some example. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Yes, JavaScript validation. JavaScript validation. So validation, try to understand not necessary every time it will be a Java validation or a JavaScript validation. Okay, I would say in general, client-side validations. Client-side validations. Okay, so request should not be given till the server. Only client-side it should be validated. So server can be a little bit free. Client-side validations, right? Yes. So once client-side validation is being done, then try to understand. Then we have kept an alt over here. Alt, combined fragment alt. Now, what does this alt means? You have written something valid condition that if the data is valid, then from the controller, the data will be added into the user DB. Okay, user DB means the user table, and the database will give a response that the record has been added. And that particular confirmation will be given to the customer. So many of the times people feel that okay, we should draw a line from registration controller to form and then from form to customer. That is also okay. But certain things are easily understood. Okay, at the end, the customer is going to receive the response. So you can draw a directly dotted line with an open headed arrow from controller to the user. Second guard conditions, if they are invalid, then automatically we don't need to contact the database. So one thing is wrong even over here. See, the activation of user is very high. The user activation is very high. It should be small. Okay. And then it goes to the cancel. I mean, interaction is not necessary over here. We'll try to draw the same diagram using some case tools, computer-aided software engineering tools. Okay, here they have given an example of opt. Okay, if the past due balance is 0, then and then only you need to add the student to the next semester, else nothing. Else the status would remain same, nothing. There is no else. If and then. Okay, if and then. Third is the loop. Repeatedly you are doing certain amount of task. We can consider a simple example of add to cart. Adding repeatedly products to the cart. How many products we can add to the cart? Now it depends upon the restrictions that has been given by e-commerce websites. Right. So that is all about the loop. Okay. Now, if we talk about objects or elements again, so we have four important things: actor, boundary, controller, and entity. This is the sequence of how it goes. Actor deals with the boundary. Boundary is basically the user interface. User interface is connected with the controller. Controller is basically the logic, the code that you have written. And finally, the data is stored in the entity object. Entity means table, real world object. Okay, so they have given some description. Many of the times the object is being specified like this, object and class. Yes, is there any question? Is anyone having any query? Guys, it may be possible you may have a query. You need to stop me and you need to ask. Because what happens is that in class, I have the faces in front of me. The live faces in front of me. So from your faces, I can see question marks. And depending upon those question marks, I can understand that what maybe the query is. Here I cannot understand. I cannot see your face, so I cannot understand. Okay. So, actor, this we have seen, it remains the same as we have discussed in the use case diagram. Boundary, okay, a special symbol, a standing line, a sleeping line connected with a circle. Okay, I would say a standing line and a circle connected with a sleeping line. Controller object, okay, a circle with an arrow on it. Okay, the head part of arrow on it. Entity object means this is basically a table, a store, data store. We will use two terms, data store, entity, or a table. All are one and the same. And lastly, we have the guidelines for designing of the sequence diagram. Okay, what are the guidelines? The guidelines are very important. Once we have done with the guidelines, then we'll try to solve certain other problems. Okay, so guidelines for drawing the sequence diagram would be, first, this I have already said in the beginning, for each use case one sequence diagram is drawn, must. If you have prepared 10 cases, 10 main cases, 10 main functionalities, okay, you need to draw 10 sequence diagrams required. Okay, right? Then what else? For each use case, you need to identify the object. Identify the object in the sense, who is the person using that particular case. So in short, you need to identify the actor. Okay, so itna lamba lamba nahi likhoge chalega. If you don't write down this much long, it's okay. You can simply write down identify actor. Then for each use case, you need to find out the interface. Interface means the UI, boundary. Okay, and then you need to find out the boundary controller. Okay, and lastly, you need to find out where exactly the information gets stored. So whatever we have discussed, you need to identify the actor, identify the boundary, means the interface, identify the controller, code behind the project, and finally identify the data store, where exactly it should be used or stored. Second, always have one boundary per actor. This is very important. This is very important. Whenever you are preparing an actor, actor always deals with the boundary. Actor always deals with the boundary. Now try to understand, you might have a question in your brain. Does the actor deals with the data store directly? Try to understand, we are experts. We can directly use the database, but other people cannot. So we are preparing the system not for ourselves, we are preparing the system for the other people. So for a particular actor, there should be always a boundary. Okay, actor boundary के साथ ही connected होता है. Fix, must. Actor is always connected with the boundary. Okay, then ordering of messages sequence should be always shown from left to right. Yes, this is very important. Okay, one actor per boundary that we have already seen, and the sequence should always go from left to right. Now there can be a question in your brain, sir, can't we go right to left? Right to left is possible. Right to left, we are generally going for whenever we have a particular secondary actor. Okay, let me show you. This is a sequence diagram. Have they implemented anything like secondary actor? Let me check. Yes, look over here. This is a sequence diagram for product delivery. Okay, I hope are the elements readable? आप सबको दिख रहा है ये एलिमेंट्स आपको दिख रहा है? Are the elements readable? Yes. So on the left hand side, you can see, okay, case कौन सा है? The case is of product delivery. Okay, on the left hand side there is a delivery boy, and on the right hand side there is a customer. So delivery boy generally requests for the details that where delivery has to be implemented. Those delivery details requests are given to the controller. Controller will check that they are correct or not. Then it will fetch the details from the order DB and it will display the details. Once display details are being done to the delivery boy, okay, so it will try to make the delivery, and from the other end, customer will make the payment. So see, customer has a different interface, a different boundary. Delivery boy is using a different boundary. Okay, right. And finally, payment is being made. But try to understand, controller remains as it is. Okay, controller is only one. So in sequence diagram, one thing you need to make it sure, we are not going to prepare, I mean for simplicity, we are not going to prepare multiple controllers. the controller is going to remain same. Multiple controllers will not be there, only one controller. So look over here, customer give request to the boundary give request to the boundary controller. Now this is a controller is giving request to the data store. There is a different data store, payment db. Okay, and payment db is giving a response sorry, payment db is giving a response to the delivery controller, and finally that response is given to the customer. Okay, so let me just press F. If I press F5, because it allows me to go ahead and full screen view. Yes, F11 से होता है. Okay, so look over here. A more clear cut view. Use my whole screen. Tell me अगर कोई doubt है तो आप मुझे बताइए. This is the example of a primary and a secondary actor. Okay, whenever request is there and at the same time you need to give some response, at that time we can use this. Tell me, things are clear? One important thing that you need to understand is that there is only one controller. There is only one controller. Okay, that's over here. It's a boundary. Here also it's a boundary. There is only one controller. Okay. I hope the things are clear. Shall we go ahead with the theory? There is no response. Again, good afternoon everyone. दोपहर का टाइम, खाना खाते खाते शायद तक पढ़ रहे होंगे. Okay, many people, right? Okay, या तो फिर खाना खा के बैठे होंगे. So this is the time to sleep. Majority of you people will be sleeping. Okay. So, पता चला कि नहीं चला? Give me the response, guys. Yes. हाँ. Yes. अगर नहीं पता चला है तो you need to let me know कि क्या नहीं पता चला. Where exactly the things are going wrong. Okay. So I feel there are no queries. I'll continue with the discussion. So, left to right, that was important. It is always left to right. Right to left is also possible if we have a secondary actor. Okay, then actor can have same name as that of class. This is possible because after the class diagram only, class diagram and use case diagram, you are preparing the sequence diagram. So actor can have same name as that of the class. Okay, now see, primary actors should be specified in the leftmost side of the diagram. And reactive actors, yani secondary actors. So according to our topic, primary actor is a delivery boy and reactive actor is basically a customer. Right? Okay, so reactive actors will be always on the rightmost side of your diagram. Reactive actors. Okay, then see, try to understand, reactive actors are also known as proactive actors and they must be specified on the leftmost side of the diagram. Okay, apart from that, lastly, an object can call itself recursively. Object can call itself recursively. यहाँ पे हमने देखा था ना, we have seen this. Okay, this is recursive calling of the object. Where it is JavaScript validation कहाँ पे गया? Yes. This is recursive calling of the object. an object is calling itself. Okay, so that were the rules of the sequence diagram. Okay, let me go ahead. So yes, finally we are there on the problem statement. Finally, we are there on the problem statement. Now, such kind of problem statement can be given to you. Okay. And it will be asked to prepare the sequence diagram. Okay. If you are having the books handy, you can read that once, or you can read the paragraph which is there on the screen. Okay. And tell me how many use cases are there. See, answering sequence diagram is very dangerous, because the moment you read the paragraph may give you multiple functionalities. Now, how to merge multiple functionalities into a single sequence, that depends upon your expertise. Okay, but what I suggest is that if you are not able to merge the different use case diagram into a single sequence, draw different sequences. And again, sequence diagram is going to incur a huge amount of time, guys. Sequence diagram में time बहुत लगेगा. Okay, तो exam में what I would suggest is that आपको आता है, done, it's good. But if you have an alternate question which takes less amount of time, okay, go ahead with that. Go by that, because it's a little bit complex. Okay, if you can do it, no worries. Go ahead. Okay, चलिए ये read कीजिए. Read it and let me know. Let me know which are the particular functionalities. जल्दी से read करो. I'm giving you 3 minutes, not more than that. If you're having any queries, you can ask. इसमें नहीं पता चल रहा है. One minute is already done. I hope all of you have read this. Can anyone tell me what will be the different use cases in this particular paragraph? What will be the different use cases in this particular paragraph? Guys, you need to give response. उत्तरायण कल है, आज नहीं है. ओके, कल एंजॉय कर लेना. No responses.
So there will be an actor, customer, and use cases like registrations and.
Okay, Nisha says there will be actor as a customer, use cases like registration. Any other use cases, bacha? Login. Okay. Then
Check order status.
Order status, checking the order status. But how can you check the order status? Once you place the order, then and then only you can check the order status. Yes or no? Okay, तो एक काम करते हैं. Let us prepare the use case diagram first. Okay. I'm using a software known as Visual Paradigm. The version is 8. It's a little bit heavy software, so it will take time to load. It's there. Okay, I have already a project. If you don't have a project, then what you can do is that you can simply go to File and New Project. You can go ahead with New Project. As of now, I want to draw a use case diagram. So right click on the use case diagram and New Use Case Diagram. Okay, so I need to have a boundary first of all. This is the boundary. Yes. This is the system boundary. Okay, now the system, what is the system name? The name of the system is Milton Jewels. So we'll name the system as Milton Jewels. Milton Jewels, Jewels, Jewels. Okay, so you have an actor. So I've clicked on the actor. What was the actor name? The actor name was customer. I'll write customer over here. Okay, now first of all, what does customer does? Customer registers. So customer can do the registration. Click on the customer and here is the case. This is registration. Okay, the customer does the registration. As well as customer can place the order. Okay, so customer can place order. Okay, now once customer has placed the order, logically, once customer has placed the order, the customer may check the status or may not check the status. कुछ पता चल रहा है? Customer may check the status or may not check the status. So include ये extends. Extends. Okay, so see, the moment I take the cursor over here, it says include, it says extends. I'll take extends. So automatically see the arrow is reverse. Okay, so let's say this is check status. Check status. Okay, now basically ये थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया है. We need to take this little bit down. Okay, see, extends. You can increase the boundary size as and when required. You can check the status. Okay, then a customer can purchase any jewelry item order either by using his existing account or anonymous user. Now, who can place the order? A customer can also place the order as well as an anonymous user. Okay, this is anonymous user. Okay, anonymous user, a user with no name. Okay, anonymous user can also place the order. Now try to understand now, I'm giving an association to this. Okay, anonymous user. So अगर existing करता है तो आप यहाँ से सीधा सीधा association दे सकते हो. Okay, what was that? What was again? Specifying shipping address and contact information. That's okay. Customer can only check the status of his or her order if she creates an account. Try to understand. So, anonymous user can place the order, but anonymous user cannot check the status. Okay, so it is understood. Then the customer pay online through credit card or debit card, and the order will be delivered on the shipping address within a week. Okay, so payment is a different process. Okay, you can either show payment like this. Let's say customer makes a payment. Okay, but one thing you need to remember, payment is always associated with the order. Okay, so either you can go by this method or you can delete this and you can use extension, include points over here that payment must be made. Payment is must. Okay. I'll do an extension little bit. So this is the importance of case tools. If you are planning to prepare the same type of diagram in any other tool, any other non-case tool, then it will be tough. You can also just make it centralized. And make it centralized. Okay, so try to understand the whole use case is done. Now, what is important about now? I want to prepare a sequence diagram for it. So my major focus will be on placing the order. So you need to prepare two cases. I'll delete this from here. You need to prepare two sequences, one for registration, another for placing the order. Okay, right. Tell me, any doubts? Things are clear? Yes. Yes, response देते रहना जरूरी है guys. नहीं तो मुझे ऐसा लगेगा कि आप लोग सो गए. Okay, now look over here. They have prepared the login case. Login के लिए उन्होंने बनाया है. They have prepared a sequence diagram for the login case. अबे पूछा क्या है और बनाया क्या है? Okay, पूछा है registration, placing the order and so on. Registration के बाद अगर login करना है तो login आप दे सकते हो. Okay, but they have prepared the sequence diagram for the normal case. For a login case. So customer gives the login details to validate. Here one thing is missing. यहाँ पे brackets आना चाहिए. The bracket should be there. For login, we need to fetch the details from the user. They have forgot to implement JavaScript validation over here. That should be there. After fetching, user details will be given, and here they are implementing the validations. Now, at the time of sending the data, at that time also validation will be done. As well as here, the validation includes the checking of user ID and password, and then it will give you the result. Okay. Now, in login, we would have used opt. We would have used opt. Why we would have used opt? If user ID and password is correct, then the welcome page will be there. Else, nothing. Things are clear. If user ID and password is correct, so guard condition in opt, then the welcome page should be there. Else there should be nothing. Right. So what I would request you guys is that you guys can go ahead. As of now, the collaboration diagram is not there in your syllabi. Okay, you can go ahead and solve at least, I would say at least 4, 5, 6, and 7. Easy here. And I would say 8. Let it be 8. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, ये diagrams आपको solve करने हैं before we go ahead with the next session. Okay, and let me know where exactly you are facing doubts in the sequence diagram. Okay, interactions करना जरूरी है यार. Interactions नहीं करोगे तो आपको भी नहीं मजा आएगा, मुझे भी नहीं मजा आएगा. Okay, enjoy the subject and learn. Enjoying is much more important. Yes, Sahil. Do you want to say anything, Sahil? Muted. लोगों को ऑनलाइन बात करने में आई मीन I don't know. Doesn't matter. Fine, guys. So we'll end up the session over here. We'll end up the session over here. Make it sure that you are learning the diagrams. You are trying to solve all the questions from 4 to 8. Okay, and then we'll do something. In the upcoming session, we'll try to solve the problems. All those. Okay, fine. Thank you so much, guys.